March 24th through 27th, 2023, a major tornado outbreak hit the nation. At its beginning, the night of March 24th, an EF4 tornado roared through Sharkey County, Mississippi, leaving major devastation in Rolling Fork and Silver City. That night was easily the most memorable night in the lives of the people who lived through it.
I left out the kitchen and I went into the bedroom. And by the time I came to the bedroom, I heard something like a train was coming.
The meteorologist, he leaned over on the counter and he said, "My God, help them." And he said, "Silver City, take cover."
And I knew it had hit us because I could feel the cold air, the rain and wind coming under the door.
That was the longest 2 minutes I have ever heard in my life of grown boys screaming like little girls.
Well, I couldn't leave here because I tried calling my nephew, and he wouldn't answer the phone.
The roof had came off, and, my children were frightened. They were terrified.
And I looked over to my right, try to, see where my sister and them were, and the whole house was gone. Nothing there but the bricks.
When the storm was over and we came outside, he was hollering for help, but wasn't nothing we could do.
We hear people screaming for help. It was total devastation.
You leave home on a Thursday, you leave home and you got a beautiful house and kids are okay, and you come back all in one day, it's gone.
Starting the night of the tornado and for weeks thereafter, there was a flurry of activity. Different organizations and volunteers coming, bringing food and clothes and cleaning up. But now it's been several weeks since, and all that activity has greatly diminished. Government help has expired, but Silver City's not even a shell of what it used to be. At this point, people are still living in provided hotel rooms, but there's a time limit on how long they can stay. In 2 or 3 more months, they're going to have to go somewhere. They'd like to move back here to their homes. But for many, insurance didn't nearly approach the damage that's been done if they had insurance to begin with.
But where the trailer came through the front right there, it tore all the framing out. So this front wall is going to have to be reframed. Everything, all of the interior walls that's missing right now needs to be reframed.
That's Terry Comfort. He's part of a group of professional volunteers who are beginning to descend on Silver City. He's assessing what it's going to take to get these houses that survived the storm, but are unlivable, back to life.
I'd say it's a total loss here where we are. Lucky there's any survivors, I'd say.
That's Lewis Wilkinson. He's a professional general contractor. All it took for him was one look at what was left over after all the other help had been exhausted to realize there was still plenty that needed to be done and to understand what it was he was to do.
Just to help Miss Angela get her house back, just to maybe provide a little inspiration and hope to get others to follow.
That's exactly what I'm doing, bringing the things that I can bring that she needs. My truck's in the shop, but I can get some 2x4s in my Jeep if I let the seat down.
It was just empty. That was the first thing that I saw, is the fact that there were trees gone, there were houses gone.
Pastor Arthur Bridges of Greater Pearly Grove Church in Jackson has been to Silver City and is leading his congregation to volunteer to provide labor where appropriate, but also to help send people who know what they're doing.
Part of the mission of the church is to meet the needs of people. And so there's absolutely a call for us to take action whenever there are situations such as this, and whenever people are in need. I believe the church needs to respond. What we've done is take an assessment of a number of the houses in those communities, and basically one by one we want to go in and restore their homes.
Along with Pearly Grove Church and others, organizations like Spokes of Hope and City Serve are involved, sending workers and supplies and hope for a future extracted from a disaster. Somebody has to help.
That's it. That's it. When we say somebody, the somebody is me, you, and everybody else. You have to get up and do it.
Everybody I know, and probably everybody you know, has 1,000 things going on in their own lives right now. Urgent, a lot of those things. But if you know where you're going to be living in 3 or 4 months, or have walls in your bedroom and literally a roof over your head, then we're ahead of 80% of the people in Silver City. Most of these people need a miracle to make it, and we can be a part of that miracle. That may be a part of why we're here, to be a miracle for somebody else.